Hi, welcome to Velitas Designs and Fresh Folds. I haven't been around for a while because it's been pretty hectic here. I've had kids coming home from uni. I've had to drive down and get one of them home from uni because they sold their car, so bring all their gear home. I've had kids off to work experience. My older daughter off to schoolies, which she's involved in the chaplaincy program, which supports people who want to celebrate their end of school stuff. Yeah, so they've been all off in different directions. I have one boy on the lounge at the moment, doing a bit of mooching. But yeah, it's all been really good. So I just want to show you this quick project today that I've made with the Blossom Petals Punch, and they're pine cones. I've used the two smaller petals, and the little bits and pieces here is from the Fancy Tags 2 from Spellbinders, and I've actually cut two and glued them together to make it fairly thick, and then covered it in glitter. And I've put a photo on one side and Merry Christmas on the other, and then I've hung the pine cone from that, and yeah, and then hang it on your Christmas tree or somewhere as a decoration. It's pretty cute. When I was punching, I was actually where's my piece of card gone? I was actually putting my card in, and to get this petal here, I was constantly punching out this petal, so that's why I made the two different size pine cones, just to use up these smaller ones as well. Alright, so each of the pine cones have got about 14 of the petals in them, but you can vary that depending on how thick you want your pine cone to look, how full you want it to look. Okay, so the bigger one, I've backed it on an oval here, which is from the Petite Ovals Large Nestabilities. But look, you could use any size oval. The smaller pine cone, I've backed the petals onto this third largest petal here from this punch. Okay, so that's been my base to sit them on. Okay, I've punched out the 14 petals, and I've inked them on the edges, and then I've just flipped them over and just give them a curl with your embossing tool, the same with the little one. So I've done that to all my petals here. Alright, and then you're just going to start gluing them on. Okay, the first one I just glue on right at the base like that. I'll just do the little one too while I'm at it. Okay, so that's your first parts of the pine cone, and then just keep layering them up. So the next layer I'll put two on, and then the next layer we're going to do 3. We went to a Combined Churches Christmas concert last night. It was pretty fun. We actually did some puppet skits and played the ukuleles, and yeah, it was a good night. So yeah, things have been a little bit busy around here, but it's been good having the kids home and then seeing them go off to their own little things they have organised as well. So my youngest daughter's been off on work experience, and she has discovered that she doesn't want to do early childcare. She's actually at a preschool at the moment, so that's good that they find out that they don't want to do that at an early age, and then they're not going to waste money with their studies. Okay, so you're just going to just keep layering that pine cone up, putting on how many layers you want. So yeah, I think I've had a little bit of a crafter's block too, just trying to both get the time and plus get the inspiration to put something new up. Can be a problem at this time of the year. So you sort of you're going to be basically doing it in sets of, once you've done the 1, the 2, then I do it in sets of 3, up the shape that you're covering. Looks like I might have to punch a couple more of these ones. That one there, once you get to the top, you could just finish that by covering it with 1. So that one there's finished. It gets a little bit tricky when you get to the top because it doesn't actually stick at the top. You've got to sort of stick it to the side. And then glue the top one on. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the back. And you can see the little curves there. When it's dry, you can sort of fluff them out a little bit like that. And then curl it a little bit to the side as well. Just make sure that's dry. But okay, so there are your 2 basic little pine cones. This one here, I think I just pinched that in to make it, or I might have just pulled that. Can't remember what I did now. I think I just pinched it in like that just to give it a little shape at the top. Okay, so once you've finished them, what I did for this decoration was made it double-sided. So just do exactly the same as what you've done here and pop that up on foam dots and then stick them together to give you that double-sided look. Okay, so the pine needles, really easy. I just got a piece of card and your scissors and just cut really fine little snips like that. And then just cut it off. And then I just edged it in some brown. Okay, and then just rolled it like that and just fan them out. And before you glue them together, you can glue them actually inside there if you like. And fan them out like that, and they can be the needles then on your pine cone, like I did here with this little card. I just sat it at the back here when I glued it onto the card. Alright, and this one here, I've just put 2 of these sparklets, Diamante things together. Actually, when you're gluing these 2 together, don't forget to put a little hanger on. I'll just undo that and show you. I just put a little bit of, let me show you. See, I just put a little piece of gold thread there and stuck all that together when I actually put it all together, sandwiched it all together so that the little hanger was on there as well. And that just clips onto your little hooks there of your decoration, and then just added a hanger to the top. That's a pretty cute idea. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. I just added some really micro little stars here to the edge of that. It's not in the photo that I've actually got on my blog. I actually did that later. Sometimes I have a little play later, and that's when you can either make things or break things. So you got to learn to know when to stop. But anyway, I hope you enjoy these quick little pine cone tutorials. I had fun having a little play with them. It was nice to get in my craft room and just do that and have something new to show you. Okay, so I hope you enjoy, and enjoy getting your Christmas ready for you and your family, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.